Download this code and get free GPT-4o from codegive.com, link in the description below. Reading a file into a byte array in Java is a common task, especially when you need to manipulate binary data, such as images or other file formats. In this tutorial, I'll guide you through the process using Java's built-in libraries. ### steps to read a file into a byte array. 1. Choose a file. First, you'll need a file to read. This could be any binary file, example an image, audio file, etc. To use Java I/O classes, Java provides several classes in the java.io package that can be used for file input/output operations. 3. Read the file. You'll read the file using the fileinputstream class and store the bytes in a byte array. ### code example. Here is a simple example that demonstrates how to read a file into a byte array. ### explanation of the code. 1. Import statements. We import necessary classes from the java.io package. 2. File path. You specify the path to your file. Make sure to change path /to/your/file.ext to the actual path of the file you want to read. 3. File reading method. The read file to byte array method accepts a file path as a string. It creates a file object and initializes a byte array to hold the file's content. It uses a file input stream to read the file. The try with resources statement is used to ensure that the stream is closed automatically after use. The file's length is obtained using file.length, and the content is read into the byte array. 4. Error handling. If an I/O exception occurs, example if the file does not exist, a message is printed to the console. 5. Output. The program prints the size of the byte array if the file is read successfully. ### notes. File size. The code reads the entire file into memory. This is fine for small to moderately sized files, but for very large files, you might need to read the file in chunks. I/O exception handling. Always handle potential I/O exceptions to avoid crashes due to file access issues. Encoding. This method is mainly for binary files. If you're dealing with text files, consider using a different approach, example files.read all bytes, or buffered reader. ### Java 7 and later, using files class. If you are using Java 7 or later, you can simplify the process of reading a file into a byte array using the files class from the java.neo.file package. This approach is more concise and handles the file reading in one line, making your code cleaner and easier to read. ### conclusion. Reading a file into a byte array in Java is straightforward, and you have multiple ways to achieve it. Whether you choose the traditional file input stream method or the more modern files.read all bytes, both approaches will allow you to manipulate file data effectively. Always remember to handle exceptions properly to ensure robust code.